What if the most dangerous threat to the American auto industry isn't war, inflation, or even Tesla, but Chinese luxury EVs? BYD and NIO are growing so fast that Washington is preparing walls, bans, and emergency tariffs. Today, we reveal the real reason behind the fear. Why is the US government suddenly afraid of Chinese luxury EVs? Why are names like BYD, NIO, Xpeng, and Li Auto being discussed in Washington like a national threat? And why is the government preparing strict bans and 100% plus tariffs? From ultra-low prices to world-leading EV technology, Chinese automakers are shaking the global market. And the US knows exactly what's coming. Chinese automakers were once unknown players. Today, they're EV giants. BYD has already overtaken Tesla in total EV production. NIO is building luxury electric SUVs that compete with BMW, Mercedes, and Cadillac, but at shockingly low prices. They offer long-range batteries, fully digital cabins, fast-charging networks, advanced autonomous driving, premium interiors at half the cost. A BYD luxury EV priced at $48,000 in China could enter the US at $30,000 if manufactured in Mexico. That single fact terrifies American automakers. A $30,000 luxury EV with 350-plus miles of range would crush Tesla, Ford, GM, Rivian, and Cadillac overnight. Why the fear? American automakers deal with high manufacturing costs, expensive labor, slow innovation, weak battery production. China, meanwhile, dominates battery factories, EV supply chains, cheap, high-quality manufacturing, rapid innovation. This means China could win a price war instantly, and the US government wants to avoid that at all costs. Modern EVs are computers on wheels. Washington fears Chinese EVs could record GPS data, camera footage, voice inputs, driving patterns. Some lawmakers believe this information could be stored overseas. Whether true or not, the fear is enough for government action. Chinese brands like Xpeng and NIO are developing self-driving technology faster than many US companies. Some of their systems already compete head-to-head with Tesla FSD. If Chinese EVs enter the US, they could dominate the future of battery tech, self-driving software, connected vehicle platforms, AI-based driving systems. This is about more than cars. It's the future of transportation tech. The US government isn't reacting out of fear alone. It's reacting out of urgency. Washington knows that the EV industry is one of the most valuable future markets in the world. Whoever dominates electric vehicles will also dominate future battery technology, autonomous driving systems, smart transportation networks, and AI-driven mobility services. And right now, Chinese automakers are positioned to lead all of it. This is why the US has started building defensive walls. First, the government imposed massive tariffs, sometimes over 100%, to make Chinese EVs too expensive to compete in the American market. This tariff strategy is designed to slow down China's momentum long enough for American companies to catch up. It gives Ford, GM, Tesla, and Rivian time to improve battery production, reduce costs, and strengthen their EV lineups. Second, Washington is launching cybersecurity investigations. Lawmakers fear that Chinese-made EVs, packed with cameras, sensors, and advanced software, could theoretically collect data across American roads. Even if there is no proven abuse, the possibility alone is enough for the US government to act aggressively. Modern electric cars store GPS routes, voice commands, driving habits, and even video footage, making them a potential data goldmine. Third, the US wants to protect its supply chain. Currently, China controls a massive part of global battery production. Lithium refining, cobalt processing, and key EV components all pass through China. If the US allows Chinese EVs to flood the market, America risks losing control over an essential industry that will power the next century. By restricting Chinese imports, the US pushes American automakers to build local battery factories, reduce dependency, and expand domestic manufacturing. Fourth, there's the political pressure. American automakers employ hundreds of thousands of workers. If BYD or NIO enter the market and offer luxury EVs at half the price, US factories could shut down. Jobs could vanish, and the government could face backlash from powerful unions and states that rely on auto manufacturing. Finally, Washington sees the EV race as a global power struggle. China already leads Europe, Asia, Africa, and Latin America. If China wins the American market too, It could become the uncontested leader in the future of transportation, something the US is unwilling to accept. So the ban, tariffs, and restrictions aren't just policy moves. They're a last line of defense in a high-stakes battle for economic control, technological dominance, and national security. The US government is not afraid of Chinese EVs because of politics. They're afraid because BYD, NIO, Xpeng, and Li Auto are too advanced, too fast, and too affordable. Now ask yourself, if Chinese EVs entered the US freely, would Americans still choose US-made EVs? Could Tesla, Ford, and GM survive a $30,000 luxury EV from BYD? Is the US protecting its market or simply protecting its fear? This EV war is just beginning. The decisions made today will shape the global auto industry for the next decade. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more powerful auto content, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. See you in the next video.